Welcome, everybody, to the March Madness preview show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Today, we're going to look at St. John's versus Arkansas, better known as John Calipari versus Rick Pitino, in probably one of the most hyped matchups we'll see in this March Madness tournament. This is for all those people who want to relive the glory of Kentucky versus Louisville from 10, 15 years ago. Now, they both did massive things as coaches at Kentucky, but they've both done massive things everywhere they've coached. And where they're at now, no difference. St. John's hadn't won an NCAA tournament game in a quarter of a century. Rick Pitino showed up. They won the Big East. They won an NCAA tournament game. With Arkansas, a lot of those guys came from Kentucky. But for some reason, they couldn't win at Kentucky last year, but they could win at Arkansas this year. Now, Arkansas beat one of the biggest blue bloods you could, the Kansas Jayhawks, who started off the season ranked number 1, but they outgutted the Kansas Jayhawks. They wanted it more. That's why Arkansas won the game. St. John's opened up with 15 seed Omaha. Omaha gave them trouble for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then St. John's just destroyed them because they played harder than them, what makes both of these teams so good is how hard they both play, which is a testament to the coaching on this team, the culture on these teams. Both of these teams have a shot to go a lot farther than just the Sweet 16. And if they do, it's going to be off coaching and will. Both of these teams will impose their will on the other team. You have to love that when you watch any sport anymore, because there's very few coaches and teams that impose their will. Now, when we look at this game, really not a lot was told from the St. John's perspective against Omaha. Arkansas, we did learn Boogie Flan is back. Now, will he get better each game? I would assume he will. But when we look at this, St. John's can't shoot a lick. Even though it got to the rim and didn't have any problems against Omaha, there's no depth. And outside of the first round win, it can't make a free throw. And yet Pitino's guys get every rebound, every loose ball, and seem to block every shot taken. But there's a lot more to this team. It's good on the move when the chances are there. For all the good things Arkansas does, hitting from 3 isn't a concern. St. John's should make St. John's should really make every miss a one and done because they crash the boards that well. It's what's made this team so successful this season. Now, why does Arkansas win? They impose their will. Arkansas plays hard, just like St. John's. It shoots the ball a little bit better than St. John's does, and it's a wee bit better from the perimeter outside the arc. But where it really has a shot here is in the battle for every ball. St. John's desperately needs offensive rebounds, and Arkansas just simply doesn't give them up. There's good size to go along with the fight on the perimeter. It's one of the best teams in the nation in block shots. And this is a great matchup, guys. These two teams are carbon copies of each other. From the head coach on down, you're going to want to watch this game because this game is going to be a throwback game. And those cliches like throwback game, street fight, rock fight, special matchup that transcends the NCAA tournament, you will hear all of those said tomorrow. Now, but sort of like the Pitino versus Calipari comps throughout their respective careers, one is just a little bit better at what he does. Give me Rick Pitino in this game. Give me St. John's. Now, with that being said, 6.5 points is a lot of points here. But I think Arkansas is going to run out of time here. I think St. John's is going to impose their will. They're going to slowly pull away. And I think they end up winning this game somewhere in the 72-63 range. So I'm going to say take St. John's, give the 6.5 points. But this is going to be a battle. It is going to be a battle everybody's going to want to see. St. John's versus Arkansas a year or two ago would have been thought to be nothing. You put Rick Pitino and John Calipari there, it becomes something. All right, guys, make sure if you're going to bet this game, you do it at BetMGM, the top rated sportsbook for betting on college basketball. You can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Follow me on X at Grueling Truth and check out thegruelingtruth.com. That's all for now, guys. I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.